Alright, so I'm in my bathroom. I'm going to show you guys how I do my installs, which you guys have been asking for so long. So right now I just have my naturally curly hair out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back into 2 ponytails, which is not the conventional way of weaving hair. I know this, and I also just want to state that I'm not an expert. I'm not a hairstylist. This is just the way I have been weaving my hair for the past 3 or 4 years now. Really quickly, I just want to also add that I do deep condition my natural hair before I put a weave in. So last night I took out my weave, I washed it, I deep conditioned it like all night basically, and I woke up this morning, I washed it, my deep condition out, because I am going to be applying, you know, a cap and all this stuff to my head and gel and everything. I like to just kind of deep condition my hair, my natural hair, and just keep it nice and soft. And I just use this silicone mix with the Canicom conditioner, which I have showed you guys in a previous video what I use. This is what I use on my natural hair and on my hair weave. So these are the products that I use, and I just apply them to my natural hair overnight. It's growing out so beautifully. I can't wait for it to get super long so I can just start wearing my own natural curly hair. But I mean, honestly, I like this method. So yeah, so the best way I can tell you guys about this is to show you. So let's get into the tutorial. Alright, so these are the items you're going to need. You're going to need gel, those rapid papers, you're going to need 2 packs of caps, you're going to need glue, scissors, hairspray, and rubber bands and hair gel basically. And that's what I use to basically weave my hair. So here I'm just going to take it all out. I'm going to start parting it down the middle. And I also kind of like parted out my edges, the hair that I want to leave out. Now they're so short from heat damage actually, so it's not from the glue or anything, it's actually from heat damage. And I basically leave those out because that helps blend in the closure for me. I like to put the closure behind my hairline, not in front of it. For me, it just looks more natural, and I like that a little bit better. So the glue and the hairspray actually helps these papers to stick, and they also block the glue from actually getting onto my natural hair. I like to use 3 caps, so I'm just going to layer them on top of each other, and I can still see through them. That's why I use 3. Then I start applying my weave. Now I just eyeball it. I don't measure my hair until I get further up. From the back I can just eyeball the perimeter of my head because I've been doing this for so long. So yeah, I basically just keep going until I get to a certain part of my head, like towards the middle is when I actually start measuring. So here you're going to see me actually measure, because I'm actually going to apply the hair behind my hairline, and you can see it through the cap. So that's why I measure there, because I don't want the hair to go all the way to the edges. So I do want to go behind my edges, and I just do this to protect my edges. And you can see here how far I'm going up. I do it to protect my edges, and I do it to basically look more natural. And then I'm going to cut the cap here on purpose, because now I'm going to apply my closure. I like to apply my closure before I get done, so I wait till I'm about halfway up with the hair and I start to apply the closure just so that it will lay natural. I'm doing a deep side part, so that is why I like to do this, because it helps me measure my closure a little bit better and give it a little bit of more of a natural look. So here I'm just brushing out my edges, and I'm laying the closure on top to see where I want it to lay and where I want to blend it in with my natural hair. So that is the method that I use when I do wear a closure. Personally, I don't like closures, but I'm applying this one because I want to give my natural hair a little bit of a break from wearing my own leave out. So I glue my closure on. As you can see, I'm measuring it, and I'm actually gluing it right here. And this is how I lay a closure. So you'll see later I'm going to blend it a lot better, and it'll match my natural hair and stuff. Right now I'm just going to clip it away so I can finish gluing the hair in, but that's where we want our closure for a deep side part. So I'm just going to keep measuring the hair, and I'm just going to take it to the perimeter around the closure. So I'm just going to do the same process all the way up. So here I'm taking down the other part of my closure and just letting it lay, and now you can see the natural part in it, and I'm just going to take the hair to the end of the closure. And basically this is just, it's going to go a little bit underneath it as well, and this is just going to help it blend in with my hair more. I like to just take the hair all the way around, and I just let it meet to the back of the closure, and the closure, once I brush it, will cover the track, so you won't even be able to see those. I'm taking some excess blonde hair that I had from a previous weave, and I'm just going to be adding that in because I wanted my hair to be a little more blonde up top, and I also needed more hair. 3 bundles is just not enough for me. So here I'm just blending in the closure with the rest of the hair. You can see my natural hair, it does not blend in with this hair because my natural hair is obviously natural and more of a wavy frizzy texture, so I am going to have to blend. But as for the moment, we're going to cut away the rest of the caps. So by doing this, I just kind of pull them out from underneath, and I kind of cut away at the excess pieces of cap that are laying underneath there. And just be careful that you don't cut your natural hair that you have left out already. I basically just do this until I can get my hair to blend the way I want, and then we're gonna go into blending my natural hair. So here I'm combing out the edges, the excess hair that I have left over, and I'm gonna take a little coconut oil, put it on my edges, basically straighten them so that they blend in perfectly. Now my edges are natural. I don't have like a, what do you call it, a perm or relaxer or anything like that, so my edges, yeah, it's kind of hard to blend them, so I have to keep playing around with them. That's why I really don't wear closures too often. I also put a closure behind my hairline. I don't wear them all the way up because for me I have a widow's peak, and 2, I just don't think closures look natural. They do on some people, but for me they don't on my natural hair, so I have to keep playing around with them until they lay the way I want them to. But this is my method. This is the way I basically weave my hair. So right here I'm just blending the closure in with the rest of the hair. I'm straightening it. I'm going to be straightening my whole head basically to have all the hair blend, and you will see the look start to come together towards the end. So here I'm just playing around with the closure. Like I said, I always have to play with it for a little bit to get it to blend it the way I want to. And I'm just going to kind of pull the hair over the edges. The whole point of the edges is for when I want to wear my hair back. Sometimes I'll just have them out, but you really don't need them out. I leave them out just so I can have it blend a little better. But here I'm just straightening the rest of my hair, and I'm going to finish blending all that in. So I'm going to just finish straightening my hair, finishing up the rest. Then I'm going to go in and play around with my closure just to get it to look better. I am going to add a little bit of Hicks edge control to it. And that's basically it, guys. So if you have any questions, make sure you leave them below. Subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching.